Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Layback Gamer, and I'm back with part 3 of my 100 Days in Hardcore Minecraft CookingCraft Edition. Sorry this part took me so long to finish. I had half of it done a while ago, then stopped working on it. Got a new computer, got busy with December dailies preparations, which I'm still in the middle of, and will be for a while, and a lot of other stuff happening that I probably don't remember. However, I finally managed to carve out enough time to get this part finally finished. Only one more left to go, and I'll have completed 100 days. And that's really exciting because then we can either move on to 200 days,
New people
or
spawn and it's
a
like,
completely
hey,
different
join
one
us.
However,
I feel like
I think
that
I've
might
spent
be
enough time on
against
this
some
intro.
rules, or
It
I'm
has to
not
be under
sure
a minute. So
if it would
let's
be.
dive on into
But
days
just in
51
case
to
it is, where I'm
75
going
of
to.
my 100 days in Hardcore Minecraft CookingCraft Edition. So we're going to be starting off these 25 days off right by having OBS crash and not record about 8 or 9 days. Yeah, it wasn't really, I don't know what happened there. I have fixed it, so that's not going to happen for any of the other days. Hopefully it shouldn't happen for any other days. But we did lose a little bit of footage from days 51 to day 58. Or about day 58. So I'm just going to go over a quick recap of what I've done. I've done a lot of trading. I've done a lot of pig relocation. By relocation, I mean life relocation. We've relocated their lives elsewhere. Most of the wood that I had for trading was gone, and I decided to try to trade for some lava buckets for emeralds, which unfortunately I didn't get the bucket back, which was unfortunate. I managed to get our armor smith and got the toolsmith as well. Or did I get the toolsmith? No, I didn't get the toolsmith. Just the armor smith up to diamond tier. Toolsmith we tried to get up, however the trades weren't that great. And well, I also went mining. And it was about on day 57 that I noticed that OBS had crashed. So for day 50, and it did again on day 58. So we're going to actually be picking this up on day 59. So on day 59, I did even more mining due to only having my diamond pickaxe left now. We're going to start backtracking through the caves and picking up every ore, including the diamonds that I thankfully didn't pick up yet. I wouldn't want you to think that I was cheating with this stuff. I don't know why I wrote that, but well, I wrote it. Day 60, I knew I had at least left 4 diamonds behind, but I wasn't expecting to dig up 4 diamond ore just by mining coal and iron, which was a really good find. One more day down here and I should be back to topside to show off my villagers, as well as trade for tools and weaponsmiths. I'd like to get them to master soon. The next day we made it back home and we had a really impressive haul. I'm sure in the future I'll be doing bigger digging sessions, especially when I get the mining drill, though only if you guys, yes, all you viewers out there, want to see more of this, so let me know in the comments, or let me know by liking this video, or the full 100-day one, which in this case would also be this video. Moving on to the next day, we got our weaponsmith to master rank, and he's got a really sweet enchanted axe trade, plus a handful of other weapons, which will be very nice. Just need the toolsmith, and we'll have diamond tools on speed dial. Day 63, and he went through about 3 stacks of iron that we dug up. Oh boy, that was a lot of iron used on maxing out our toolsmith, but it was worth it. Mostly. For some reason, he did not come with a diamond shovel trade, which is a little annoying, because now I have to level up another one. But that's something that I gotta do later. Because if I try to spend more time doing it now, then I won't have enough time for what I got planned, so it's unfortunate. Most unfortunate. But, at the very least, the diamond pickaxe, I did get the diamond pickaxe trade, so hey, there's at least some sort of a win. And I can always craft iron shovels, since I have tons of iron to spare. I tried to say spend and spare there. That really didn't end up coming out nicely. Well, I wanted to upgrade the scribe to the max level to see what I could get. The Stephilian bird feathers were already a great pickup, which I got from trading to him, since I can turn them into nice arrow projectiles. I don't know what the difference between those arrows and a normal arrow is. I'm assuming that they just go farther, or they maybe hit harder. I don't know. I'm not an arrow connoisseur when it comes to these things. I'm not looking at them going, yes, the detail behind this is so very exquisite. These bronze arrows clearly make him go much farther, or travel in a straight line much better than those peasant-level chicken feather arrows. Yes. That was not the accent I was trying to go for, but you know what? We're going to roll with it. After killing almost 100 pigs, I don't know where I got that number from. I don't even think I was counting. Anyways, after doing that and trading away the mint that I got to the butcher, because for some reason you can trade mint to butchers, I finally upgraded our scribe to master level, and he trades for Hydra teeth. These can make poisonous leeching arrows, which are pretty sweet, and something we'll be using against crocodiles at the end of the valley. Well, I don't need to use those arrows specifically, but we're using them against large and dangerous monsters, like a large dragon per se, if we happen to find one, or run across one. Hopefully that's not the case. Day 65, I decided I wanted one more farmer to trade wheat for even more emeralds. Had him at the right trade, but unfortunately he kind of ran off a little bit. Guess I'll have to wait, but no big deal. We can always go crocodile hunting tomorrow once we have more Stephilian arrows. And I don't think I'm saying that right, so to anybody who's listening to this and hearing me say it, my bad. My bad, I'm not pronouncing it right. Yeah, so remember that crocodile I saw at the end of the valley? It turned out it was just one. So, no big deal. But we did get a chance to see up to the end of the valley, and this place is just a perfect village valley. If you guys want to see more, I'll be expanding throughout the whole valley. Just let me know. Again, I don't know why I said this twice, but let me know in the comments. Hit the like button if you're enjoying it. I don't know where I'm getting these numbers from, but another 80 pigs have bitten the dust in pursuit of emeralds and experience. I should probably make an enchantment setup for our armor and prepare for the last 25 days, because I got something special planned. And I promise it doesn't involve going on huge bouts of mass pig genocide, since that seems to be a reoccurring theme of this next stretch of days. A little bit of the last set now that I think about it, but it's a reoccurring theme for me basically here until day 90 maybe. Yes, I have that far recorded in advance. For our enchantment setup, we're going to need some wood for bookshelves, which means we're finally getting rid of some of the trees in the area, just to then replant them again later. On day 69, I decided it's time for an adventure, mainly because I don't have enough leather to get a full enchanting setup, and I need to wait for the cows to grow up a little bit. So I decided to go off to the pillager tower, and I found some nice blast-proof blocks, which is pretty good, some wooden tiles as floors, which I'll take a bit later, and found quite a bit of chests loaded with loot, which included 4 corrupted eyes. Yes, I do have the, I forget the mod name. If I remember to, I'll put it up on the screen, but it's basically where you have to get 12 different types of eyes, and you put them in the portal instead of just ender eyes, so it makes it a bit harder. And well, if I really want to go for like say going after the ender dragon in the next 100 days or the like, I'm gonna have to really spend a lot of time exploring, although that's not the point of this series. The point of this series is we're going to cook a lot, though I will eventually need to make my way to the end because they have some food there that I would like. Some, I think only one. Unless I don't... Well, no, hold on. We have energetic ender something. It's one of the mods by abnormal, so we got that there, so there might be some. I think we also have better end installed, so there might be a little bit more from that. I don't actually remember all the mods I've installed, so perhaps there's a bunch more in there that I'm not thinking of. But we will at least be getting one food from the end. On the next day, it's time to hit up the Nether Fortress. Or at least try to find one. The magma wastes are pretty cool looking, but unfortunately no fortress in them. So in the background, as I attempt to find the Nether Fortress, I figured this is a good time to insert. I'm going to put in for today's little thing that I made. It's nothing too complicated, as you can tell. Just a nice pasta dinner with some garlic bread, a glass of milk, and a Mill Street Organic there. I don't know if that's a local sell thing, so if it is, then hey, you know, around the region where I live, there's also some fudge on the side there. I didn't eat the whole box of fudge, don't worry. I only had a small sliver of it at the time. But yeah, not everything has to be very special or complex in order to be really good. For instance, if it were up to me personally, the sauce would have been some of my mum's homemade sauce, which is really good, especially when we have all the ingredients right out of our vegetable gardens to be able to make it together. And the pasta, well, there's a little pasta shop downtown that makes pasta and sells it by, well, at a pretty reasonable price. Garlic bread was, well, it's pretty much garlic bread. I'm not about to whip out a bread maker and start making that. I wouldn't know the first thing about it. Though, with a little bit of reading, you can do just about anything. That's the beauty of sort of cooking and everything, and well, really anything out there. You put your mind to it, there's almost nothing you can accomplish. And I say almost nothing because there are some things that are, well, quite a great many things. But in the grand scheme of everything in the world, not as much, or on a small percentage. Where was I going with this? Anyways, there's almost nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it and have the willingness to learn. As well, I'm slowly learning how to, cook things better, make more complicated dishes, etc., etc. Next episodes, I'm actually going to, if I remember to, I'm going to do 2, and by next episode, I mean next part. I accidentally interchange them sometime. But I plan on doing 2. Another really simple one, and one that I did really recently that I'm very proud of. And I know I enjoyed it all while I was eating lunch and dinner the couple of times I got to have it there. But yeah, sometimes the simple things in life can be just enough to get by. I definitely know for this, I sat in front of the TV and went to myself, this is a pretty easy for me to make, pretty simple, but at the moment, I feel like a king. I feel royalty just eating this, sitting on the couch, watching some TV, a nice big plate full of pasta with some garlic bread. It sounds silly, maybe. But to some people but the people out there who understand, you get it. Something you take the time to make, something you take the time to gather everything together and create, make it your own. That's sort of what these 100 days are. I'm very proud to be able to create all of this and enjoy it and share it with others. Granted, I can't share the food that you're seeing on screen now with you, but, well, try making it yourself sometime. Never know, you could impress yourself. Alright, I think that's about enough time ranting on about this. So, let's get back to finding that Nether Fortress, shall we? Yesterday's events, though, was fine, as we did end up finding a Nether Fortress. Not too long into the day, and I spent the whole day and night looting it. Plus farming a bit for blaze rods. I would like some potion making. And I think I could also use the blaze rods for a recipe, for a beer recipe, one of the kegs. Correct me if, well, I will correct myself if I'm wrong, but I believe it's required in order to make one of the, I think a drought of fire resistance or something along those lines. Regardless, the more blaze rods we have, the better. It means we don't have to go back anytime soon, and it helps to further my goals for the final 25 days. We returned home the next day and went back to farming. Might as well, since I kind of need those cows to grow up and give me some leather so we can get the enchantment books, or the books that we need for the enchantment table setup that we got going on. So this was about day 73, and I had just finished watching the shulks in action for the for 1.19. I think it was a snapshot video. I don't remember. But yeah, I was watching, seeing how it worked, and it was pretty cool. And it made me think of, well, what would happen if one were to be in the world, and it would happen to be catching all these, all the dead pigs. I don't know why I brought this up every single time I went on a pig massacre. Anyways, my note says, good thing I don't have any shulks have yet to be implemented, else I'd have a huge infestation on my hands with shulk blocks. And also, like, with wardens. Now, that's something I don't think I could take on. Maybe we could send a dragon after it, but I don't think we ourselves could take that on. Anyways, we got another farmer moved in. We're waiting for wheat trade. I think there's also a strawberry one in there too, but I have yet to see that pop up. If we can get that, though, that would be very nice, because then we can start to sell our strawberries for emeralds. And we'll be one step closer to having every food that we can grow as a trade for emeralds, which I would really like, because obviously the more emeralds we're going to make, the easier it's going to be for me to get all the tools, weapons, armor, whatever I need going. And it'll also help when I want to power level other villagers up to their profession tiers. I know I'd eventually like to get a mason in there, so I can get, some sort of blocks. I also have the better villagers, I think it's what's called, or more villagers. I'm not sure, but it adds in a few other professions as well, including a netherologist and an enderologist, which we can use to get some materials from at least the vanilla versions of the biomes. Potentially also some from abnormals, maybe, but probably not. Though what we could get from them will be pretty sweet. I'm not sure actually why I didn't make a netherologist just yet. I think it was because I can't get blaze rods from them, but anyways. Point being from all of this is I really hope we get a strawberry trade from one of the farmers soon. Day 74, decided that taking everything to trade that rather than taking everything to trade as soon as I harvest it, I'm going to use one of the backpacks that I looted from the Nether Fortress to store it full of the crops and pork inside of it, and then trade it all at once just before midday. Also, I realized something as well that I feel a little embarrassed about. The scribe homes have bookshelves in them. So I could have had this set up days ago when I wanted to do this, because we got 2 of them in this village. So yeah, that's you know what? I'm just dedicated. It's just dedication to wanting to get it some cows. Dedicated to last. I'm too intelligent to use the bookshelves that are provided by game. No. We need to create our own ones. Yes, that's the proper way of doing this. We have to create our own bookshelves. And thanks to our efforts in the previous few days, we marked day 75 as finally getting a good set of enchantments on my armor, and I even got a new pickaxe with Fortune 2 and Efficiency 5, which is beautiful. Unfortunately, well, I guess kind of fortunately, it was a blood moon out that night. Meaning while I couldn't sleep the night away, I decided to go mining with it. And with the enchantments going, the potion brewing, the villagers to trade, a good variety of food at my disposal, I'm nearing my big goal for the next 25 days. We've eaten quite a few different types of food. However, one of the things I've wanted to do is bag some big game for the food. And what better big game there is out there than an ice and fire dragon? So, in the next 25 days, I plan on going out, trying to hunt one of these beasts down, and bringing back some dragon meat. Dragon flesh? I think dragon flesh, that's what it is. Bringing back some dragon flesh to eat on the final day of these 100 days. Potentially of this world too, depending on if people are interested in it, but Nevertheless, we're going big game hunting in the next 25 days at some point. And there we go. Another 25 days down for the count. Just another 25 left to go before we finally reach 100 days survived. I'm going to try to get the final part finished as soon as possible, as I've got other projects I'd like to continue on / start working on. December dailies being the main one that I need to continue to work on, as I've still got a long way to go on that. As I stated in the video, I do plan on taking a dragon next time, though I have no idea where one is. Well, that me didn't know where one was. Current me, he knows where it was. However, that's a problem for future me, or future me with relative to the video, to discover. So for now, thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you really enjoyed, and share this video with anybody who you think will enjoy my content. We recently crossed 250 subscribers, and I did not think that would happen until I released the whole 100 days, because the last time when I released one, we actually got quite a bit of new subs from it. So thank you everybody for subscribing. My hat's off to you, everyone. Bravo, bravo. Anyways, as always, until next time, take it easy.